Hi everyone, it's Rachel Van Houten with All Phase Restoration, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to insert images into your email signature and then embed hyperlinks into those images that can redirect the email recipient either to your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn profile, or anything else that's important to you that you have a URL to embed in the image. So first off, I am currently working on a laptop that's running Windows Vista, and I'm going to be using Microsoft Office Outlook 2007 as my email client. So to start this off, we're going to need to find images that will represent either our Facebook profile, Twitter profile, or whatever, so that people can recognize it and know to click there. So in order to find these images, just open your internet browser. I'm going to be using Google as my search engine, and I'm just going to check for Facebook first because it is the most popular. So I'm going to type in Facebook logo, and you can see here you have two options. You can either click the images here because it can pretty much guess you're looking for an image, or you can click up here. So this gives you a little bit of a preview of what you're looking for to make sure it's right. And you can either do find us on Facebook or just the F logo. Facebook really wants people to not alter their logo like most companies don't. So if you want to adhere to their terms of use, I highly recommend using something that appears largely unaltered. I can tell you that this one here and this one here are probably not sanctioned by Facebook. At any rate, this one looks pretty good. So I'm going to click on that. It'll bring up the full-size image, and then I'm just going to right-click on it and save image as. So I want to make sure it's on my desktop so that I can find it pretty easily, and it's already named the file for me. So I'm going to click Save, and now we can minimize our browser, and I see it right here. It's already put it on my desktop. So chances are right now it's a little too large to go into my signature, so we are going to need to edit that down a bit. So in order to do that, I'm going to right click, select Open with Microsoft Office Picture Manager. And Vista is pretty tight on security, so if you trust the content, go ahead and open it. If you don't, I wouldn't go ahead. So as we're waiting for that to open, okay, so now we're going to click Edit Pictures, and I'm guessing I probably need to crop this just a little bit to get rid of the excess on the side. Great. Click OK, Edit Pictures again, and now we're going to resize. Right now, like I said, it's a little too big for our email signature, and I find that 50 pixels by 50 pixels is a pretty decent size for a signature. You can make it bigger or smaller based on your preferences, and if you were to do a non-square graphic, obviously you want to keep that in proportion. Now I'm going to click Save to make sure that we save the altered image, and I can close out of Picture Manager. I've already done the Twitter and LinkedIn one, but now would be a good time to capture your images and edit them at the same time, so that's all ready to go. Next, I'm going to open up my email client, which, like I said, is Microsoft Office Outlook 2007. I'm going to click on Tools, Options, Mail Format, and Signatures. And you can notice here I don't have any default signatures yet. If that's the case, you need to click on New. We'll create a new one. I'll just name it Rachel. If you already have a signature in your email client, you'll probably have an edit option once you've highlighted that particular signature. So in here I'm going to just create one, type my name, my title, and my company, and any other information that I think would be relevant to the recipient. I can also edit this just like in any word processing program. I can bold important information, change the color, make it larger, whatever I want. Now I'm going to insert the images I already gathered. This right here is your insert picture icon. Click on that once. It'll bring up a dialog box, and we want to tell it to go to our desktop because that's where we save the images. And I can actually select all three of these at once, and it will insert them all accordingly. So I just clicked on the first one, held down the the shift button, and selected the last one, and it selected all of them. So now I click insert, and they do it right in a nice little line right there. I just want to put a couple spaces in between so they're not quite so crammed together. Maybe a space after that. Now here comes the fun trick. I'm going to want to embed a hyperlink to my various profiles into these images, so when people click on them, they go to my Facebook profile, my LinkedIn profile, and my Twitter feed. That's where I go back into Google, and I've already pulled up the URL of our Facebook page where I want to direct people. You can see it up here. I'll highlight it. So all you would want to do is go to that site, look for a public URL kind of here, like all phase restoration. That's something that you can access even if you're not logged into Facebook. So I'm going to right click, copy, go back to my email client. I've already got the Facebook logo selected, and I'm going to click on the Insert Hyperlink button. Right here in Address, I'm going to right click and paste. That's the URL that we just took from the internet, and I'm going to click OK. To check this, that it's working properly, you can hold down the Control button. Nope, maybe not. Not yet. Next one, we'll do LinkedIn. Again, I'm not logged in here, so this is my public URL. I'm going to copy it. Click here. Insert. Now my individual Twitter feed into the Twitter logo. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now to finish up, we're going to click OK. Click OK again to get out of there. And I'm just going to test it out. So I'll click New Email Message. And you can see there what we just did pops up. Now this is where I can check the link to make sure that everything's directing properly. Hold down the Control button and click on the individual icons. Now this is telling me that this is where it directed to. You can see it here. We'll check the other ones just to make sure they're good. You don't want to send anybody broken links. There's my LinkedIn profile. And lastly, my Twitter feed. There we go. So anybody I send an email to should be able to click on these links and go to every one of my respective profiles. This particular process may not be the same for web-based email, such as Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, or anything like that. Typically, you can insert a signature into almost all email clients, but you might be a little bit restricted as far as inserting images. If that's the case, and you still want to put a link to your profiles, I would just go ahead and type in the actual, you can either type in the URL, or another thing, if you have the option, would be to go back into your signature, Tools, Options, Mail Format, Signatures. Now I'm going to, I can edit this one because I'm already in it. So another option would be to say, find us on Facebook. If I highlight this, I can still insert a hyperlink. Let's go back. Let's just use the Twitter one. So we'll say, find us on Twitter. So you won't have these here, but at least you'll be able to direct people there with a hyperlink so they don't have to input the URL into their browser themselves. And we'll say OK. OK. And let's check it again. Hit the control button, click on it, and it looks like it opened it again. So you have a couple options when it comes to this if you're not able to actually insert the images. So if you have any questions on this, feel free to email me. It's just rvanhouten@aprestoration.com. Good luck. Thanks, guys.